Join. By Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Outside Giddey. Down low. Pass to Edey. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Wells. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Edey. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide-open man.
Powell sets a screen. Pass to Leonard. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Powell. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey defends. 4 on the clock. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Bane with the hops.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Chicago with the ball. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago making their last shot. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Giddey. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Reeves. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Collins.
Chicago foul. Edey. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 5-point game. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so here is Chicago. It's stolen by Leonard. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Baseline try. And the jumper is good.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, in this 2-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Powell sets a screen. Got a piece of it. In transition. Here's Reeves outside. They grab their own miss. Here's Edey. Back to Reeves. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. And it's Edey missing. Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to Bane. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the dunk by Leonard.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Outside Reeves. On the take. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
They set a pick. And stolen by Leonard. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And the dunk by Leonard.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Memphis ahead. They lead by 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Gafford. Jones from outside. Drops in the 3. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What a great sign for this team. Jones shooting it with conviction.
Stan, when Trey Jones is on the floor, you can just see how easily the offense flows.
Well, Brian, he's the kind of point guard that teammates love to play with because his only thought out there is setting up other guys. He's not going to light you up with his own scoring, but he is a great facilitator.
Old school traditional point guard makes everybody better.
You don't see many of those anymore.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
Yeah, and they did a lot of winning, Allie. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Here's Pippen. Softly drops in the floater. Pippen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Gafford. It's tipped. Here's Pippen. Here's Jackson. Nails the baby hook. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. Lots of room. Here's Stevens. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Relentless effort. creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Gafford. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
And he gets it to go.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
1:49 left in the second quarter. Outside for Green. Pass to Gafford. Sabonis with it. The 3. The shot, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Jackson for 3. Chicago with a rebound. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Green for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Pippen. A minute 4 left in the first half of this game. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Pippen's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Sabonis. Now Jones. Back to Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Gafford. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Pippen. 6 points for him. Conchar. Off target from outside.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Pass to Huff. There's a screen. Shot from the top of the key. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Memphis ahead, up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Leonard outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's go with a 3. SGA from distance.
And patience is key. Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't let the shot clock disrupt his play.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Giddey.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Blocked! Collins outside. Outside Reeves. There's the drive. And the baseline jumper goes down. Reeves has got his second basket of the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
From deep, Giddey. They get it back. Pass to Edey. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edey's got his third basket on the night right there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
On the wing, Bane. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Giddey. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Powell with a steal. Right wing. Here's Wells. Misses the three. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
The Bulls trail by 3. Back to Jones for the tie. Conchar pulls it in. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the right block. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Pretty even game going here in Memphis. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's the third game out of 4 at home for them. Pass to Jones. Fires the 3. Tries again. And finished off by Gafford as he lays it in. Gafford's got 9 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And it's Gafford driving in. Out to Sabonis. Pass to Gafford. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. 11 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Bulls on D. Here's Pippen. He has 6. Here's Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Trey Jones.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Jackson taking 2 shots.
That one misses. And here's White. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. White's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Memphis ahead, leading by 1. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Could be an exciting finish. Chicago trailing here. Left side, Green to take the lead. The shot misses. Here's Wells. Pass to Leonard. Powell, left side. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
To the middle. Ball stolen. Only one man back on D. For the finish. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Pass to Green. Back to White. Outside, Green. And here's Sabonis outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. Sabonis has got his first 3 points of the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
For Chicago, first minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And there's a pick. Pass to Edey. Shoots over Powell. And there's another one for the Bulls.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Collins. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's Reeves. And he hits it to tie the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, a clear look for Powell. The jumper from the wing off target. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. Count it! Leonard for 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
To the paint. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. The shot by Reeves no good. Memphis leading. Payne surveying the D. Pass to Wells. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 6 to shoot. From 12 feet. It doesn't go for him. And now the Bulls in transition. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:16 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Reeves from deep. Giddey.
The sweat that Gilgeous-Alexander puts in on defense does everything he can to trip you up.
5 on the clock. Here's Giddey. Here he goes. And he sinks it.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a defensive 3-second call. No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Oh, as big a free throw as you can make. Now they need a stop to send it to OT.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes!
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Down low. Giddey. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
Late game pressure, no problem. Not a factor in Giddey's concentration.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Leonard. The 3 is up. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll do it, folks.